First to 11, let's go. Should be their tournament life. They have to win if they want to carry on. And immediately there's the extended SDPC. What? No, that is not extended SD. What is bro doing? M8, please.
Being fancy with it, apparently.
Whatever it was, it did not work well.
I mean, they do get out of it in a fine position. Did have that back-to-back advantage, but broke out of it.
Takes the triple. Unfortunate decisions have to be made here. HAYA not too much ahead with the surge, luckily for M8, who has to break him. He's going to try and greed. Doesn't work out.
Are they dealing with a little bit? Oh, are they frozen? Did have a little bit of lag, but seems to be fine. But it looks like M8 was not the one fine. Got sent a receiving spike they were not expecting because of that lag.
First point on the board already. M8's going to have to work hard for every single point. And finally, there's the extended I was talking about. HAYA should survive it though.
Doesn't have the cleanest sports day right now, but does get out of it seemingly. But I mean, M8 does have the surge advantage. Is forced to break at the top though.
As I'm saying though, the extended just doesn't work against HAYA. He's so good at countering it. And in the mid game, HAYA has this definite advantage.
Absolutely forcing M8 to break out of their nice chain as HAYA follows it up with a very nice spike. Still not enough to kill, but puts M8 in an uncomfortable position at the top right now and can't get out of it.
M8 just has to beat the stat check. That's all I'm saying. He has to go faster than he usually does, well out of his comfort zone, and do something that he's not familiar with, or else this is just a lost cause.
Looks like M8 is trying to go for that LST. Does give him the surge advantage so far, but M8 doesn't seem to be too phased outside of that. Does have clean to cancel it if they do decide to break.
HAYA's playing a dangerous game here. This surge is actually getting dangerous at this point.
Oh, good timing
Never
there.
mind.
Managed to cancel all of it. That was very nicely timed.
This guy's essentially unkillable unless you have the DPS check. He's just proving everything I say with every single placement. And there we go.
There you go. Gets another win.
It's so hard, man. It's so hard for M8 here.
Yeah, they're doing their best right now, but realistically, you can only do so much against someone that, like you said, is this consistent.
You need a 40 spike that's also really well timed. That's what you need. Or else you need a 50 spike.
And those don't come by too often, I would say, even for these players. And they forced to break out of that surge there. Is sitting a little bit high up right now. Does find a way down nicely as M8 didn't pressure too much.
M8 should have taken the funny T-spin there. This is a very messed up board that he has to deal with at the moment. Going to find a few spins to get himself out. Actually, HAYA, now the one on the ropes, finds his way all the way down.
He does a nice job down stacking there, sending a lot of cheese to M8. They do make their way down a little bit. Still needs to get through a bit of cheese in the meantime. Well, M8 just starting to pressure right now with a lot of clean.
Just so incredibly consistent though. It feels like he just doesn't make a single mistake. Kamikaze, of course, a really strong player in his own right, just looking inexperienced against this veteran juggernaut in the form of HAYA.
Yes. You can be experienced, but against someone who's more experienced, there's just bound to be a gap like we see right now. And he forced to break out of that back-to-back and then immediately getting sent a huge spike by HAYA. trying to find some way to downstack, but really not that clean of a position. Does finally get out though.
HAYA is going 3.8, and he's still timing. He's very comfortable going at this speed and doing stuff with it. It's just overwhelming.
Has that ability. Yeah, has that burst when needed as well. Using it to their advantage. Right now, forced to break out of this surge as they have some missed drops. M8 does a nice job canceling all of it. Does have some cheese to get through. And just trying to be fancy with these all spins right now.
I think HAYA did miss a down stack there, but it doesn't matter. He's just so consistent and just finds a way to win regardless of that.
Yeah, so far we're nearly halfway to a sweep at this point. M8 just cannot figure out any way to get a win in the books.
I think the LST was his best shot, but it just wasn't enough. He had like
Yeah,
what, 20
it was
back. He needs 40. He needs twice what he got in the LST. And frankly, I think that's his best shot.
Yeah, but that's very hard to maintain against a player like HAYA's skill. And they have not been able to replicate that magic so far yet. And right now we can see HAYA's the one with that surge advantage. Does send a mini spike there. M8 not two-phased, but again has some cheese to deal with on their board now.
HAYA just feels completely unfazed by everything that's thrown his way. Might as well be nothing. He feels like he's playing single player. But of course he is timing everything. He's being extremely meticulous and careful. And as you can see, it's definitely paying off, and he's going to get another win here.
Yeah, nice surge there, perfectly timed. M8 trying to find a downstack, cannot get through enough. And just HAYA is proven why they are the player they are.
He's just so good. I love watching this guy play.
Okay, M8 choosing not to go for the PC. I can't respect it, and it costs you the round, is all I'll say.
0-7, this is the most lopsided match we've seen so far. And I don't see any sign of it getting any better.
Yeah, we can hope for a no sweep at least, but it's not looking too good right now. We are seeing this LST once again. We'll see if it'll be enough this time. Managing to cancel all that HAYA is sending as
if he breaks here, he wins. Oh, he misses the break. He's not screen watching then. If he was screen watching, he definitely would have broken the surge there. And this is giving HAYA some time to actually build something to recover this.
But it's not enough. Doesn't even need to break there. Finally gets that first win. It is not a sweep. Maybe that's the strategy. Just keep doing that LST.
This isn't the opener for it though. So hard to LST with PCO. And he's going to have to transition into it somehow. He doesn't have it. He just. Well, what is this? No,
not a very good.
This is a horrible, horrible
right
board.
now. Yeah, it does find a way out, but HAYA is just continuing this pressure as M8 is not finding a way down, seemingly.
Prayers out for M8. HAYA extremely strong, extremely consistent, and showing all that tonight against what just seems like a weaker player.
M8 did have that cleaner stack for a second, but then gets sent a huge surge by HAYA.
HAYA's board is always incredibly clean. If you look over, unless he misdropped like 10 times like he did, it's usually very standard. It's something that you would love to play with yourself. He's not a player to make mistakes, and it really shows.
Yeah, unless it's someone better than them like we saw earlier, but obviously that is not M8, unfortunately. They cannot do too much to counter their pressure right now, as we see. They do have around the same back-to-back, but M8 does break out of it, sending... Or HAYA breaks out of it, sending M8 pretty high up.
HAYA's pressure is high enough where M8 cannot make the decisions he wants to make. He has to settle for something substandard, something he usually wouldn't go for. Because against a slower player, he's allowed to greed a little more. He can find the slightly better placements at the cost of a little more danger that he can't afford to do against some of highest caliber.
Gets a nice spike there, but again, HAYA just timing it so well, cancels all of it.
This is some grief from HAYA though. If M8 had a surge, HAYA would just win.
M8 dealing with seemingly a lot of misshops there. Does find a nice mini spike there. Does still have the surge advantage, continuing to break it. But HAYA managed to get a mid-game PC seemingly out of nowhere, forcing M8 to break out of their surge.
Mid-game PC, mostly a stylish move with the advent of Season 2, but it does keep back-to-back, so sometimes it can work out. Kanakasa out-pressured yet again.
Yeah,
HAYA's
HAYA needs
is truly a marvel.
Only needs 2 more to win this set. I'm not sure M8 will be able to figure anything out at this point. They did have that one LST win, but getting that up consistently is not too easy. And did HAYA go for a 4-wide? What happened there?
How is that only the second extended SDPC that we've seen? That should be Kanakasa's signature, and he needs to be doing it more often. Yet he's opting for something like, I don't know, he's been doing some random ass openers that really don't work.
Parsing the LST once again here might be the opportunity they do need. They are getting sent a little bit of lines though that might ruin their chance to keep it going, as HAYA is doing a nice job timing here, sends a massive spike, and they finally forced to break out of it, and
sound stack. Okay, too late.
Not enough, hesitated a little too much, and it's match point now.
Alright, there's the extended yet again. Q should work out, and it does, but again, HAYA so adept at surviving the extended. Just does nothing. How does he always make it feel like nothing? That's a 200 APM opener, and HAYA's completely unfazed.
Yeah.
He's going to survive.
Send a massive spike. It doesn't matter. It's not enough still. M8 finding the perfect downstack to get out of it completely fine. Does cover up their board state a little bit. Does fix it though, as M8, I don't know what happened there with whatever happened, but they fixed it very nicely, and HAYA looks like they had a lot of cheese and misshops, couldn't get out of it.
Okay, 3 points on the board. Oh, doesn't opt for the extended SDPC. I really think it would have been his best shot. Like, it usually doesn't work, but on the off chance it works, you know? Should have just kept going for it.
And right now, it's not looking good. HAYA does have a nice back-to-back here, does break out of it, sending M8 a little bit up, but they managed to keep their surge in the meantime.
Very nice. No. Okay. How does he keep back-to-back through that?
Finally breaks there. Not enough to kill, though. HAYA makes it to the clean in time, and M8 just not getting that killing blow. Now forced to try and downstack because they get sent so much.
Showcasing such good knowledge of resource management is HAYA. Always having something to cancel at the right time, and always having something to attack with at the right time. It's extremely careful macro that he's showcasing.
Yeah, we just saw them both cancel each other perfectly. M8 was hoping to spike them up a little bit, but really did nothing at all here, as HAYA just sitting at the bottom of their board. Finally getting sent up a little bit.
Just always holding a surge gives you so many options. You can go on the offensive, you can defend. But here, HAYA has shown that he doesn't really need the surge to defend. Actually, never mind. Not this one.
Maybe needed a little bit there.
That one, he probably regrets breaking a surge. But still, match
M8
point.
M8 has been getting a few rounds here compared to the 7-0 at the start, but it might just be a little too late. They are trying to do the LST, both of them going for it.
HAYA misdrops first. It's going to break.
Yeah, M8's still going for it. Does ruin their stack though, forced to break out of it themselves. It might be enough.
How is he alive?
No, it is.
He's gonna live. There's down stack. He has
How
IP
did he get
speed.
out of that?
Oh man.
That's so unfortunate. M8 had good pressure to follow even
at the
after the
cheese.
break. And yeah, now just so cheesed up right now. Needs to find the down stack. Does so nicely there, but
Actually. That's a gorgeous down stack that he finds, and he spins into a fractal, and there's Osman down stack. He's going to find a beautiful spike here. Meanwhile, HAYA, though, has a massive surge to take advantage of whenever he wants. He does not find a good stack here. He's going to break, and it is just enough to kill.
Yeah, it's still enough there. Amazing performance by HAYA. We just saw that consistency show off there. And I mean, M8 has pretty close stats, but it didn't matter. There was just that consistency gap, as we can see.